Accusations of a school board cover-up after a Fox 6 investigation, Wauwatosa School Board publicly said it was committed to transparency.
But one board member tells Fox 6 investigator Amanda St. Hilaire about the private push for secrecy.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
It's a story that's played out over 6 months.
I do think people deserve to hear directly from you.
In Wauwatosa School Board public meetings.
How does that sit with you?
A Fox 6 investigation revealed a school administrator encouraged a 6-figure contract with college prep program Avid, her husband's employer.
Why did you initially attempt to protect her?
Eventually, the school board promised change in public.
We are taking steps to fully investigate those allegations.
But now,
we are in a school board room, the intersection of power and money, and now there's no one watching us.
School board member Mike Meier says you deserve to know what happened in private. In August, Fox 6 filed a public records request for board member voicemails. When Mike Meier turned his over,
"Hey, Mike, Mary Jo.
We found the beginning of our investigation.
About the Avid contract."
By December,
I'm not really sure why no one wants to talk about it.
the school board was feeling the heat.
Chastised, I'll put that tone to it, by another board member for what was said to be essentially over compliance with the Fox 6 public records requests.
Instead of fixing the problem, Meier felt the board's focus was hiding it.
Are you saying the board violated the law?
That's for a court to decide.
Wisconsin law says by default, government business must happen in public. There are exemptions allowing private discussion.
Motion to adjourn into executive closed session.
But open government attorneys say the board has to tell you the topic,
For discussion on negotiations.
stick to that topic, and keep all other discussion public.
It's important for us to know what the government is doing.
In December, the board went into closed session to discuss personnel matters with legal counsel. That's when Meier says the conversation turned into criticism that he gave Fox 6 too many public records.
I immediately challenged the comments as not appropriate for a noticed executive session, and I thought the issue was done with that.
But it wasn't.
Evidently not.
Meier told us what happened.
If I hadn't done what I'd done, I would have been part of a cover-up, really.
In an email, board president Steve Doman scolded Meier for talking to us, took him off the policy committee, and admitted the public records conversation happened in that closed session.
We are talking about the production of public business, and where are we talking about it in secret?
Meier's attorney sent the school board a letter saying this could go to court.
Wauwatosa School Board was putting a lot of pressure on Mr. Meier not to comply with your public records requests.
We asked open government attorneys to weigh in. Tom Kamenik says it appears the public records discussion was illegal, in violation of the open meetings law. Krista Westerberg calls the board's actions questionable.
When people don't feel like the process has been fair or they've been treated fairly, they will distrust typically their governmental body.
Of course the lawyers care about this stuff, but Meier says it's about your right to see your government's work play out in public.
Why is this such an important issue to you?
It's what people have died for. We have this right to be equally represented. If we let this break down, then we have not honored my uncles who were on the beach at Iwo Jima, who were at the Battle of the Bulge. People sacrificed so that we have someone doing this job in a fair way. And it doesn't seem very fair right now.
And our thanks to Amanda St. Hilaire reporting. She asked the rest of the Wauwatosa School Board for comment, and no one responded by our deadline. However, over the weekend, the board president shared an email he wrote Mike Meier saying he believes in open government, but also believes Meier did violate board policy. If you'd like to read more about that, you can head to our website. We have it all there for you, fox6now.com.